hopefully we are live again and we will have no further issues. Just double check we are live. Yes, we are live. Right, so I'm just going to start this over again because the old one I'll just unlist. But welcome to Sunday No Man's Sky stream. Today we're going to be basically trying to get the max stat we can possibly get, as well as supercharged slot layout for our Explorer that we were building last week. We've gone with a nice coloured Explorer with... My goodness, man. We've gone with a nice coloured Explorer that's copper and white. And we're basically looking for as close to 220% bonus as possible with a good supercharged layout in it. And that's what we're doing. We had a bit of issues with the previous stream where for some reason it just lost connection. There's no normal signs of it an issue, and it just went and then didn't come back until it was too late to be able to reconnect to the old stream, which is infuriating. But it is what it is. So we will be continuing from here, and just to finish off the stoof here. Because we will also be looking for... We left off where we were looking for a few extra Explorer parts, so we can get some extra seeds per system. So that's what we do. We jump in between systems to re-roll the stats on our particular selection of parts for the Explorer to hopefully get a better layout and so forth. I'm just going to quickly... when we left off, there was a question about the Starborn Runner's hyperdrive, and we will check that in a second. I expect it to be 0 because it appears to be a fighter, but we can check easily via the save editor on my save. So we'll do that in 2 seconds. I'm just quickly going to the back end on Giggity on YouTube, and I'm just going to unlist the previous stream, which is this one. I will unlist it. There we go. And I'm going to go on to its play page and the continuation of the stream with a link to this one, pin the comment, and we're good to go. Happy days. Right. So, close that. Now, I'll quickly show you what I was trying to show as the stream disconnected before, which was infuriating. We're going to go to the save editor, and I'll bring up the save we're currently in. And I'll bring up on stream as well so you guys can see it. Bosh, close that. Now. Normal, next survival. Wait, what? This class is a norm, but it's next survival? I'm confused. Okay, so have I named this one? I think it'll be easier if I name the save. Barry Bratwurst. I'm going to leave the settings. And then we'll save. For this time, hopefully. And oh, someone has a flight. Let's see. Let's catch with chat real quick as well. Oh, that's what you say. Enjoy time hop for systems next. Enjoy next. You can always take a portal if you need to get close to center. Well, personally, I like min-maxing. I like trying to get the best of a certain thing. I like how Explorers look. So if I'm going to get Explorer, I prefer to get the best Explorer I can. So that's the main part of it. But I also like the idea of warping there as opposed to just portaling. I find it's one of those juice worth the squeeze things. You know, the more effort you put in, the more satisfying it is, and that kind of thing. It's good to see you though, Peterman. How's it going? And welcome back everyone who came in. Josh Fowl, yo. So 220 Lightyears is the max. So if it's just the main unit and it's not in a slot, it'll be 221 will mean it's a max. If it's in a supercharged slot, it'll be 100 times 1.25 parentheses times 2.2, 276. Yeah, it was that. So if it's in a supercharged slot, then a max bonus would make it 276. John Hall, yo, good to see you, man. Right, let's bring this up. Let's see if it now says Barry Ratworst. Oh yeah, there we go. Makes it so much easier to find a save in the editor. Just to be clear, I don't edit my saves except for testing and then revert to a backup. To be honest, it worries me too much to do that. Starborn Runner. Oh wow! It does have a hyperdrive. Its hyperdrive bonus is 85%. Its damage bonus is 72.4%. And its shields are 72.5%. And as far as I know, the Starborn Runner has a specific layout and stats. So, not a bad friggin' ship. 85% bonus is great. Yeah, it's not just a classic fighter. Maneuverability is 42.85, but I have no idea. Well, yeah, I haven't really got a ship on this save to compare it to. So yeah, that's interesting. Wasted over 100,000 nanites, but we got nanites to burn. Oh, I scrapped the Explorer that has 220.9 Lightyear range when upgrading to S-Class last night. Sword killer, if you recall. Now that I have shipbuilding, I couldn't stand those colours and ditched it. Ah, yeah, I get that. Hopefully, yeah, some ships flying in. So we want to get a few extra Explorer parts, some hulls. Is this a hull I like? That actually looks like the exact hull I already have. That's the Boba Fett, so we're ignoring that. Now I think this will just give me another of the same hull I already have. So let's quickly buy it. And we'll double check. Oh good, it's going to be expensive. That's not too bad. Just feel like a waste just to do it for a part though when it's A-Class. Let's just wait for a C-Class one. We're not made of money. Plus I'm almost certain that it's the exact same hull that I'm already trying to use. I fly my Solar all the time anyways. It's swish and like insane mobility too. Yeah, Solars are great ships. They also look really cool. Oh, Starborn is an exotic. Ah, that makes sense. You know, with the stats it has. So it has decent all-round stats, yeah. Nice. Yeah, exotic ships are just... Yeah, they're just a great all-round ship. And it's nice to have one that doesn't look... I mean, it does look exotic, but it just looks cool. Plus it has the hover. Just makes it so much better. How's my day? Not too bad. We had a few issues with the stream. A great start to it, but, you know. Pretty swish at the moment. Hopefully we won't be waiting too long for these other explorers to pop in. Hover is so nice. It really is. Just for, like, any kind of gathering. I'm getting a lot of shuttles in here. Yes, you vibrate your lips. That's such a weird thing to point out even as well. Good lord. He's Viking. They're unknowingly perverted. Sounds purdy. Oh, all white and purple crescent sails, stealth trails to match. Nice! Hells yeah, man. Oh, actually, yeah, I'll definitely have to think of a matching trail to go with this copper explorer we're building. Man, Azusa was right on the money with using the copper. Has such a good such good look with the metallic. It's a Budlanger find from a couple of years ago. Nice. Yeah, I think I've passed through Budlanger once. I don't think I've ever spent any time there. It's the thing, when it comes to different galaxies, they're not different enough for me to much care which one I'm in, other than Isentum, just it has more lush, and lush planets are nice. So like, when it comes to the others, I have no real reason to spend much time there. Other than, like, establishing the UAS or something. Doodly-doo, shabbity-choo-choo. Almost scrapped Snake Killer, but it was too special. So what are the stats on the Snake Killer? I'm mainly in Isentum at the moment in UAS 2, going back and finding all kinds of funny and nostalgic things, yeah. Yo, Atlas Galacticus, how's it going, man? Good to see you, dude. When we actually bloody want the Explorers, and why is he still hanging around? Back off so another one can come in, yo. There's a very wide fighter there. I don't mind the barrel actually. The barrel nose on these fighters has grown on me a bit. It's very Star Warsy. But could you guys back off so I can get some more ships in, please? There, he's finally gone. It's almost like he was waiting for me to go up to him just in case I wanted something from him. Not slipping down somewhere. How am I even standing on? Oh, it's because the texture does not match the model boundaries. Right. Okay, here we have an Explorer, X-Wing styles. So this is one different to the previous one. This hull... Oh, that's a really nice hull. I was looking at the Dragonfly, but without the asymmetrical aspect on it. So I'd actually prefer this, if anything. A-Class again. Well, I mean, I want it, so I'm buying it. Bastards. Doodaloo-doo. Gonna get a new part. Gonna get a new part. Doodaloo-doo-doo. Yeah, chinsbags. So, begin salvage analysis. Extract customization module. Salvage of the hull. So, let's have a look. What did we get this time? So, F hull. That's the S hull. So the F hull is what we've got this time. Let's check the F hull then. See if we get a different reading. Well, we definitely will, but don't know if it's a good reading. Wait, what? Oh, it's in the ship. For goodness sake. Thought we'd lost it then. I was getting a little concerned. I need to jump back in this one. I was going to move from the ship because it's pointless having it there. We only did that to check if if they were specific in some way. Oh, I can stack them. And as we don't need the pulsar split wing, we'll put that in there. Doobie-doo-doo. You know what? We'll actually put it in the other ship. Doobie-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Doobie-doo-doo-doo. You got F all in doodly. Totes my goats. Let's do that. Shabba. I mean, those are pretty good wings. We've only got one of them. And we prefer the other ones. And all that jazz. And all that jazz. Come on, another Explorer pop in before I go back here. Right, let's have a look-see. Yeah, this is the copper. How nice is that? Oh, 208.3, so that's 207.3 bonus. Oh, but the slots are terrible. Let's give it another couple of minutes, see if we can get another hull. And then we'll carry on going to different systems. So what was your response to my question about the ship's hyperdrive? You answered just as stream ended. So we just looked. I believe it was Darth who mentioned it's actually not a fighter, it's explorer stats. And we looked and the hyperdrive is about 83% or something. So it's actually a pretty good hyperdrive bonus. Not at... Oh, actually, I was just thinking, sorry. 220. So in this, the 220% bonus of the previous one, this is actually 180%. So the bonus is 80 or 83, and the bonus of this Explorer is 120 extra, I think. So yeah, it's the bonus is displayed additive as if it's a bonus of the total amount that is then added and not a multiplier to the total amount. So it just creates slight easy confusion. Don't stand too near to these ships, otherwise they'll never fly off. Yeah, that's what I said. Darth mentioned that it's exotic. You've missed one. Wait, I've missed what? Sorry. Who cute. Okay, got to bounce. Need to keep the front yard cleaned up, and then but I'll be back. Awesome sauce, man. Have a swish and see you shortly. Those wing chin spots are really nice. I often like the radar dishes with the Anglo nature. I'm not a fan of the radar dishes myself. That's the thing. I want to avoid those if possible. Doing good day as well. I had a great time at my uncle and aunt's house yesterday for late East celebration. Awesome. I get to cuddle with the cats, work a little bit of golf and hockey, stuff like that. Awesome sauce, man. Hell's yeah. This is the one we've already just got. It's pointless to grab this again. I should stand by my own ships and then I won't get in the way of these other ones. Give it a couple minutes. If we don't see, we'll just head to the next. There was one explorer coming in while you were watching the chat. Oh, do you mean that one that I just looked at? I'm pretty sure I haven't missed any. I did notice that. But it's the one we've already got the hull for. Oh, unless it was a Boba Fett one. I'm ignoring the Boba Fett's. The tall hull ones, I don't like that hull. I don't know what it is about them, it's just, I'm just not a fan. Boba Fett, yeah. I'm trying to remember, is this just pomegranate? That's hauler. Pomegranate fruit extract, pineapple fruit powder, apple fruit powder, orange fruit powder, blueberry fruit powder, grapeseed powder, grapefruit fruit powder, plum fruit powder, raspberry fruit powder, strawberry fruit powder, watermelon fruit powder, the lemon fruit powder, lime fruit powder, melon, cantaloupe fruit powder, sour cherry fruit powder, papaya fruit powder, peach fruit powder, and pyrus cumanus pear fruit powder. Bloody crikey. That's a lot of different powders. What am I putting into myself? I watch from the second floor so I won't miss any. Ah, good plan. Doo-ba-doo-doo. We'll pop it on there. Korvac stations in your face. It's a Korvac station. In the ghetto. These red ones, as if there's something you can do with it. Obviously it just means it's demarged somehow. Demarged. Think of them as hairdryers. One thing I don't like about the new stations is it parks the ship so far from the vendors. I mean, so you can... There's a chance that you are slightly further from the vendors depending on where it lands you. However, overall, I find I do less chasing around because everything's kind of together instead of complete opposite sides. I do prefer this personally for it, but it's also subjective opinion of mine. But it's just nice to have such a cool looking refresh. I'm sure the novelty will degrade over time. Yo, Minato, how's it going, man? Should days to you, good sir. Now, one thing I do worry about is this, the fact that there's nothing flying in. I worry that being up here is too far from the spawn points outside for them to load. Okay, that's not true, that's good then. Because we used to have a technique to control which ships is coming in via which spawn points were active from where you were facing because of the cone of loading. Because there's two things that define the loading area. There's a small perimeter around you as well as a cone in front of you that goes out much further because obviously you can see it. So, we may as well get this one as well. This is like a Firefly version. I'm not sure why that won't shut up in my head. But it's incessant nonetheless. Right, Bosch. Begin salva. Oh, I pressed the wrong bloody one. I keep pressing 3. Starship fabricator, did I? I'll have a look in a sec. Oh, somehow we can't get ship parts for free at the ship fabricator in creative mode without a need of finding starships, crash starships, unless I'm missing something. Oh. Yeah, for creative, that does seem weird that you wouldn't just have access to them. That must just be an issue. I'm sorry, I'm just closing that. There we go. Yeah, that must just be an oversight. That's weird. Huzzah, we has a new hole. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh, any what? Is this... Oh, Firefly Essel. Yeah, I was thinking this is Essel. My mind was going mental. Ooh! Holy giblets! That's a pretty good one. That's the best one we've found so far. That's 215.4% bonus. So less than 5 away from max. And look at that. Oh. Oh, suits you, sir. Oh. Bloody lovely. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Like, so for hyperdrive, getting the ultimate max bonus, you would want it in a cube. But also, that cube will give you hardly any extra bonus compared to just the 3. So I would personally prefer to just have the 3 in an L shape with the extra one elsewhere so I can use it for a weapon. This is a little close, but I don't think that's too negative. I'd prefer for this to not be on the top or complete left edge. But that's pretty damn good. Right, build that one and try for a better one. No, I'm not going to build it. I'm just going to note the parts and where it is. So if we take a screenshot of that, back out. Oh, let me bloody... There we go. Right, we're then going to... Oh, we still got it, cool. So Firefly S hull. And the system. Who's that? So now I can come back here. Birth of Flight, nice name. That's actually a pretty cool name. I think look at the name. Right, let's head to the next system. We've got 3 holes we can test with now. And we can always just come back here. I haven't got extra parts just on me to just build that one and then look for another. Plus I haven't got a crazy amount of nanites. S-hull, I heard something different. S-hull. I've no idea what you thought you heard. Seriously, yo, how's it going, man? Right, let's head off to the next system. We now have 3 different things we can check per system, which is pretty great. That was a really good layout there, and decent bonus, man. Do 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 do, boo do boo do do. Oh, there we go. It was dissonant as well. Fancy. Fancy that. Assume they heard. Oh, asshole. Okay, yeah, that sounds about right. Just switching to live chat so I can definitely see every massage. Old Explorer, yo, how's it going, man? Good to see you, dude. I pressed the wrong button. Ooh, we have a triangular... we have a Toblerone station. Nougaty goodness. Friggin' love Toblerone. I haven't had Toblerone in ages. Oh, it was the thing, when I was younger, the only time I ever had Toblerone was when we went on holiday. So we always used to get to Spain when I was younger. So like Spain's a really like popular tourist destination for people from the UK because it's quite close. The like flights and accommodations are not too bad. And of course, it's the complete opposite of England. It's like really sunny. And like, you know, you got the Mediterranean shit, it's good. And like, we just, every single time we went, it would be like giant Toblerone from the airport. Be awesome. I haven't had Toblerone in ages. In fact, I've been through several airports in the last year, not had a freaking Toblerone. Should have bought one. I hit like 15 stations to get 3 in an L shape last week. That's not bad, to be honest, man. Unless you were... oh, nope. Unless you were checking loads of different parts and stuff, then that sounds about right. Shabbat. So let's just work through them. Not bad, but the slots... pardon me, no. Oh, that put it there. Okay, so we tried the Dragonfly S-hull. Let's try the Firefly S-hull. Nah. And now the Dragonfly F-hull. Which is, if anything, my favourite, but none of them are giving us what we want. None of them. What the schnell, mate? What's this one? Is this one of the dish ones? Don't you... ah, I don't want the dish anyway. Dick. Although, I would have liked to have had it for looking. Let's give it a second, see if another one comes in. In fact, let's just reload. Oh, no, let's see what this is first. You know how picky I am with ships. It was a certain Explorer hull. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, an asymmetrical satellite dish. No. Ugh. Ew. Oh, it's not a dish. It's actually the one I've got. I thought it was just one dish on the side. Not a fan, man. We've got the exact same thing again. Then different thing. Right, it's a reload. See if we can get prompt in some others. Also known as Seattle or Washington. Also, I'm always planning on moving me to Washington State in another group home this summer in either May or June or even July. And no, I don't mean Washington DC. I actually meant Washington State. Yeah, like as far as I know, MXR Plays is from. Well, no, actually no, he's from New York, but he lived in Seattle for like most of his life, I think. I don't know. I don't think they're there now, but there might be. I don't know. And the only other thing I know about Seattle is Dark Angel, was based in like a post-apocalyptic Seattle, like dystopian Seattle future. I really like that series. It's good. With Jessica Alba. I kept trying to popularize one thing she used to say is "I gotta blaze." It's just cringe. Okay, we have a bunch of explorers here. That's one Firefly spot. That's a different one. It's a pretty cool one though, with those wings. I'm tempted to pick up a couple of those wings for like later use. Okay, so that's the one we're looking at. It's a Firefly. I want that for the wings. Right, see if we can get both. So I want this for the hull. Oof, how much is it? 8.5. Oh, I don't like it that much. Alright, fine. But I've got to be quick, so I actually got to... Oh no! On this save I do have room. Good day. B class, okay, not too bad. So, oh frickin' hell. Can't afford it. It's a big boy, that's why. Even at C class that'd be rough. Barry needs more. Barry does need more money. It's because he gave up on his trade, innit? Barry Bratwurst, no longer a plumber, has no income to speak of. Barry had a little ship. A little ship, you know. And everywhere that Barry went, that ship was sure to go. Looks like Barry needs to go by my farm. Ooh, yeah, actually, that's a good idea.
I've contained my rage for as long as possible, but I shall unleash my fury upon you like the crashing of 1,000 waves! Begone, vile man, begone from me! A starter car! This car is a finisher car! A transporter of gods! The Golden God! I am untethered and my rage knows no bounds!
Okay, yeah, meh. Worth checking. I suppose they might look good with the copper. There's all these Boba Fett bollocks all up in this bish. Zane bro, you should do voice acting, you'll be a rich man. Oh, wrong ship. Where's my ship gone? There it is. I'd love to do some voice acting. I honestly would be. I freaking love doing voices. I don't know when I started doing impressions or like just working on little voices to myself. But I do remember doing Steve Irwin a lot in school. Steve Irwin was like a hero to me when I was a kid, man. Oh, come on. Give me a free star. Give me a free star. It would be pretty swish if we found one, bro. I made my first keyboard macro Friday night. I was amazed how much easier 160 stage devices were to craft. I know, right? Macros for the win, man. Voice acting is quite a dying profession. They're currently discussing AI voices. Yeah, that's the thing as well. Yeah. Don't think there's a lot in it. In the future, sadly. Yeah, I don't know. It depends how well they can do the like the proper emotion and stuff. Because like when it comes to like particularly good voice actors like Travis Willingham and Matt Mercer and stuff, like AI's nowhere near yet. But it doesn't mean like with AI it probably will be pretty soon. 28 S-class frigates with C-class ones, all in the name better colour coordination. That's not a bad idea though, Milton, actually. It's usually better to get a C-class, obviously depending on its base stats, and build it up than to get all S-classes. Right. That's the final countdown. Always putting the wrong bloody one. So fire D first. Nope. Oh, he's putting the same one again. So fire S second. Ooh. Pretty good. Oh, that's good. That's not bad, but it's not perfect, which means it's crap. Ugh. Nope. This is so much better to have 4 that we can test with though. What's this one over here? Let us look. Hello, Mr. Tiny Pursed Gek Person. I think we already have that one. That looks like a Dragonfly S. And that's the same bloody one, isn't it? And Totas McGota's buddy. AI will never defeat Zane in his battle, especially for those in different languages doing the local versions. They plan to have the voices, modulation, etc. of the original speaker used in a local language. Ah, that's a good idea. There's a good voice acting documentary with John DiMaggio called I Know That Voice. Do recommend. Zane is an AI-generated character. I've never seen anything more than just his head. This is true. It's only recently that I've been shown my ears. Previous to that, there was no proof I had it. No proof had ever been shown. Had ever been shown no proof. Hey, Llewellyn. What up? This sounds a bit communistic. Let's pop there. They're all support frigates too. Nice, yeah, support's the way to go. So if you properly get some supports with good stats and stuff, then like it's just better to just have all support. It's the cheapest thing and everything. Definitely good moves there, Milton. Wonder if I'll ever get round to making that freighter buddy mega guide with all the frigate stats and stuff. All support frigates too. I'll never have to make free fuel again. Hells yeah. 2 out of 4 chatter AI now. No. Yo, typo by the way. I don't think I said low. Shit is a good start. We're in a Viking place, but this colour actually looks kind of delightful, doesn't it? See, they're trying to manipulate us into thinking this is a peaceful station with the colouring they're using. Like a nice kind of accurately goodness. Every time. Dang it. Firefly D. Firefly D. Nope. Wait, that's Firefly D again. Son of a... Dragonfly F. Not horrible. Pretty good. Ooh, oh, no. Got started then before I realised. Dumbass. Right in the pumpernickel, innit? Next system, robots in disguise. Somehow I do voice impressions of my drawing a Professor Dimension because I know he's a dimensional humanoid with a British accent and has the abilities to go from one dimension to another. This sounds like Doctor Strange, but with Benedict Cumberbatch's actual accent. I love the thing, like Benedict Cumberbatch's, like his fan club are called the Cumber Bitches. So stupid. Self-named as well. No, me pomegranate citrusy goodness. Doop boop doop boop 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 scoop doop doop boop boop boop. This looks very monolithic. No, I'm too close. Doop bop doo 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 shap cha cha scoop boop boop. Boop 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 boom. Man, yeah, I'm just wondering how long this is, because there's definitely going to be some kind of like novelty wear off. Let's hope it lasts quite long. Off we go. Must admit, I would rather enjoy being able to rocket boot through here. The leapage. One does like to leap, doesn't one? I remembered this time. So we got Fire D. Ooh! Ah. Dang it. Fire S, let's go. Nope. Dragon F, what? Nope. Dragon S, what? Not horrible, but pretty crappy. Yo, Kevin Mad, how's it going? Welcome. Awesome to have ya. Friggin' that Facebook Messenger sound is gonna haunt me forever, isn't it? Partly blame. I've forgotten her name now. Yeah. Streamer, popular stream with Tourette's. She gave me so many ticks. Just from watching clips. Atiosh, it reminds me of a toffee. I want to make a fighter, but I can't stop using this Starborn Runner. Starborn Runner is a great ship, man. The fact that it has the hover, for me, gives me... like, I'm happy to have lower stats, to have the hover. Did Survivor Bob ever find his ship 99 problems that he lost a few years ago? If not, he can just build it now. I am not aware of said ship, so I've got no idea. Got 99 problems between one hit me. Boom. Are you having girl problems? I feel bad for yourself. I haven't heard any Jay-Z in freaking ages. I'm not a big fan of Jay-Z, to be fair. I think I stopped listening to so much rap when Jay-Z got big. at least in the UK. My rap, the rap I listened to was more Eminem, DMX, actually Ja Rule a bit, back in the day. Shabba-doo. Shabba. There's also, of course, like British, sort of like... I'm not sure what it's actually called. It's like the Streets. I can't remember what type of music that was. If anyone in chat knows. 195. Nope. But this was like secondary school, so this is... Hey, we're talking like more than 20 years ago. I'm old. Dang it. Dragonfly F, bruh. Or D. Gotta get that D. Gotta get that D. Do. Do do do. Do 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 do. Is this a new one? Let's find out. Skibbity what? This is the new one that I don't have yet. It's a Firefly. Potentially D. D D D D D D D. Let's see if we can afford a read. It's we can afford it. We can afford it. Ooh. The Street's got some decent play here in the US. Oh, really? Wow. I'm actually surprised at that. That's pretty cool. I suppose, like, their voices are like amplified British Cockney type, like southern British accents. Like, they really lean into the accent. So I suppose there's definitely a novelty to an extent for a foreign audience. Of how it leans into the accent, maybe. Obviously, it's actually like I listened to it for years. I've got a few of their albums on CD, so it's like I think it was good music. It was more for my teenage years, but oh god, yeah, original pirate material. My goodness. This is nostalgic thoughts, man. So the new one, Firefly F hull. There's not D D D. So yeah, so let's check the Firefly F. I do prefer the Dragonfly though, personally. It just looks bigger and better. Son of a... Nope. Can't move yet. There we go. Oh, look at that big ball. Do love a good big ball. Street's probably got translated into a world language spoken in the US. I don't quite understand what you mean there. I get it's probably like a jab. Like a humorous jab at America, but I'm not sure. Sure, does that change for certain parts in different systems? Okay, so yeah, I totally miss why you are doing what you are doing right now. So, yeah, I'll quickly explain it. So when it comes to shipbuilding, the seed which determines the stats, first of all, the class determines the ranges the stats can be. So obviously you want an S-class reactor to have the highest possible stats. Then each of the three parts that the ship is made up of all contribute to the seed that decides the stats that will show up, where the supercharged slots will be and where the bonus is. And if you put those same three parts in every time, they will always show the same stats and supercharged bonus in that specific system. each different system can show different stats for the same parts. So within one system you'll need to change the parts to get different stats, but if you want the 3 specific parts you'll need to go to different systems to get a different roll on the stats. So that's what we're doing. Courtney, who outside of London really understands them. Okay, so there's not like a whole lot of Cockney rhyme in it. It's more just like, you know, fucking London type stuff. Essex, London. I can't, like, you know, yeah, that accent. Whoop whoop, I made it home in time. Yo, Gek, how's it going, man? Good to have you, dude. Gek, did you ever listen to The Streets? In my head now, that original part material thing, it's popping in my head. It's like there's a line, this something something something, and it's The Streets original part material, something 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 inside your aerial, and it's just doing my head in. I can't remember what the freaking lyrics are. Like I said, I haven't listened to them for over 20 years, so, you know, it's not going to be easily popping into my head. I hope you're doing well. Yes, I love The Streets. Ah, cool, yeah. So, yeah, like, turns out, I didn't realise this, Gek, but it turns out the Streets were pretty big in America at one point. Or at least they went to America. I suppose The Streets and stuff is very much in the same scene as, like, The Prodigy and Chase and Status, that kind of thing. Obviously, The Prodigy, like, covers multiple genres. But it's a similar scene in the UK that it's all birthed from. And I have seen The Prodigy live. Freaking amazing. Also Pendulum. I actually saw Pendulum, like, I think it was last year. Was it the year before? I can't remember. I think it was last year. But he's in London at this old Alexandra Palace, I think. And it's like, it's this super old building, and they have like these massive it's often used as a venue at the moment, so like above like all these super old stone like pillars and stuff, they've like built a massive sort of metal trestle with the canvas coverings and stuff to host events there. And yeah, it was jam-packed and it was good, but I definitely my experience was tainted a bit, because when it comes to like Pendulum and The Prodigy and stuff, because it covers so many different genres, you have metalheads and rockers as well as like, well, chavs, and the inner cultural differences between these two groups are quite large, and I would say, for sure, in my experience, that metalheads and rockers are generally a lot more respectful about the people around them. And I just had these freaking dickhead bloody chaps who just, like, in this crushed area, like, head-banging almost and dancing, but with no regard for anyone around them, so just constantly whacking into me, and it was... like, it took so much effort for me to not start a fight with a big group of chavs. I was losing it at one point. It was... oof. I've never gotten into a fight in any kind of gig. My goodness, I was on the end of me rope. The friend I was with helped a lot though. He like at one point he kept seeing it happening. He just saw that I was slowly losing it, and just like he kept trying to make some space by him so I could just move away slightly. But Pendulum themselves were amazing. pretty good. That's not bad. Oh, but that's meh. Okie schnitzels. So if you got into a fight with chavs at a project gig, what would be your fighting music? Oh, smack my bitch up, surely. I mean, it's a project gig, so it has to be project. So it'd either be Firestarter or Smack My Bitch Up or something. Just to be clear, I'm not like a fighty person. Like, I've been in like a singular fight in my entire life, and that was in secondary school. What's this one? I don't think I have that one, but I don't think I can afford this ship. A-class as well, no chance. Dang it. Eye of the Tiger there. I feel like if I was fighting to Eye of the Tiger, it would be a case of, like, I'm trying to fight to the beat and I just get, like, punched 6 times between each beat. I'm a UFC Gek. Shab. Oh! That is a nice one. We got immediately onto a 3-star system. Probably means Smack My Bishop and other songs to me. Yeah, Smack My Bishop is such a good song. Was that the Lucian? Oh, you're listening to The Streets, Lock Down Your Aerial. Has it come to me? Yeah, so it's actually the second line that was in my head. So has it come to this? Oh, original part material, something. So I'm guessing that's something to lock down your aerial. But yeah, that is the line, yeah. Man, I remember me and my mates at like secondary school used to do some cringy stuff. Like one of them was that at one point, this was when we all used to listen to The Streets and stuff. We were obsessed with like freestyle. So like we just for like a little while, every so often, we'd try to like freestyle between each other. And like just thinking about this makes me cringe. Like thinking about me like doing this like freestyle type thing with my friend just makes me cringe. But did you ever get into no? This was just like none of us were good enough to get into rap battles. Lock down your dream arrow. Like none of us were good enough to get into rap battles. Like, but it was really fun at the time. And I suppose the fact that none of us cringed at the time was like, it's like, yeah, well, what? Like, there's no reason to cringe. It's like, but for me now, it would make me. But like, yeah, we just start like freestyling about things that are around us and stuff, and just try our best to like add a bit of rhyme in and try and think ahead and stuff. And yeah, it was fun. Firefly F. Oh. Firefly B. Not horrible. Firefly S. Not horrible. Horrible. Dragonfly F. Oh, 218.4 there. That's actually pretty damn good. Let's have a quick look at that again. So this is close enough to make use of. Like, actually having just 2 for this. I mean, if anything, personally, I would, while this is a hyperdrive jump ship, you know, yeah, I should just focus on hyperdrive for this, not pulse engine. So yeah, I want the L shape. That's what we're after. Firefly S, that's Firefly S. I mean Dragonfly S. And now I've got a Dragon Force in my head. It's a stupid plan I got myself into. So how much is this one? It's one ugly explorer. What's an ugly explorer? The one I'm building. A-class again. What the frickery chicken, man? See if another one will come in with this one, because I don't think I have that hull. There's the Dragonfly hull, but it's got no extras on it. Come game Mike, how's it going, man? I'll just quickly show you actually what the one I will be flying has. So like, my preference out of what I've got would be the Dragonfly F, I think. Yeah. Out of all the ones I've got, and these are the colours. So that's the colours we're going to go for. I'm not changing the colours when we check because it's pointless. The colours don't affect the stats. Yeah, I think that's a pretty badass looking ship, personally. Both. Well, you're allowed to have your own opinion, however wrong it is, Dark Lord. Barry needs money still. He's a poor guy buying all these pieces. He is. We'll have to pop to Swords Farm for sure. Although actually we can't, because we haven't got the portal glyphs yet. Fighting the Queen tomorrow. Oh yeah, you find the Queen tomorrow. You won loads of competitions in clubs, etc. Who's this? One of my friends was a semi-pro beatboxer. He was incredible. Not sure why he didn't even do. Probably because it's not a thing you can earn money on, really. Unless you're like the best. When it comes to creative arts of any kind, unless you're the best, like in the top 0.1%, you're not earning anything. So like most people who love these, like most dancers and stuff, and even singers and everything, they tend to try and follow the dream at the beginning, but unless they get picked up really quickly, it's like they just have to find a career. In almost all cases. It's a shame, but it'd be good if there was a bit better kind of... We had some kind of better way to nurture creativity, but also like it is like this way for a reason. So like, because when it comes to creativity, only the 0.1% is actually kind of, that's almost all that people are interested in. And because it's generally something that can be repeated, so like one particularly creative person can spread their efforts among the world pretty much at this point. We don't need every person who can be somewhat creative. It's like, you know, like almost all the authors that are out there, like the very few top authors earn almost all the money. That's just how it is. I don't know personally if that is actually a bad thing. It's certainly not good for nurturing new authors, and we're probably not getting many of the even better authors that we could get because they weren't able to secure themselves proper, you know, a proper opportunity to do it. Well, I think the most current movies are remakes. Yeah. Does that Zane, I'm a budding author, don't crush my dreams. Well, to be honest, as far as authoring goes, authoring, I feel, is actually one of the better ones. So, like, when it comes to... Like, it's something that you can do as an almost hobby. Like, you can write a book over several years while working a normal job. And if it's good and you have enough patience in trying to get it out there, then, like, you know, the chance is there. But when it comes to, like, say, stuff like dancing and stuff, that's way harder. Because you know, you need a specific place to be able to practice this. The less you practice, like, your skills diminish way quicker with like physical things than, say, authoring. Obviously authoring you still need to do it, but it's way easier to get that bit of practice in to keep your mind in that place and stuff and progress. These are, as usual, my general rambling thoughts. Could you get a stink on? Could you get a stink on Britain's Got Talent? If I went on Britain's Got Talent, I would. Like, I'd definitely get famous for being incredibly terrible and possibly not being able to talk. I have suffered pretty bad stage fright in my past. Luckily, I've both grown out of it to a degree, and YouTube does not affect me in any way like that. So even look at like Jacksepticeye, and he's very well known for being particularly like terrified of like public speaking and stuff. But it's also one like the biggest YouTubers out there. Being a YouTuber, streaming, making videos is not the same as public speaking at all. It's completely different. Like, I'm talking to, I don't know how many people are watching at the moment. Probably a bit less because we had issues. Yeah, 60 people. So, like, when I'm talking now to you, like 62 people watching, I'm not, like, picturing, I can't see 62 people in front of me looking at me. And that is a good thing, because that would not be comfortable for me. So I'm asking why he pops after every lyric. What's going on? Kid in my class at school became pro dancer and did backing dance for Britney Spears when she was famous in the late 90s. Wow. I do public speaking, no problem, but I'm bloody crap at making YouTube videos. Don't forget to hit the... Oh yeah, what if I look at you like this? Oh no. Nanoplasm, yo, good to see you, dude. Dude, Nano Man, I think about Japan at least once a day. Like, and when I say think about it now, it's like literal memories of being there. And I'm just like, ah, I'm not there now. Like, I wasn't sure how I would feel about the place. And I was worried that, like, I built it up in my mind that it was a place that would never be able to live up to my expectations or something. This was not the case at all. I freaking loved it there. I really want to go back. And yeah, so I'm trying to use that as motivation for work, because, you know, if I want to go back, it's going to be costly. So I need to use that as motivation to do more work and be more successful. One of my actual one of my things next that I really want to do at some point in the next few years, I just want to live there for a couple of months. Like, rent a short-term, like, lease. It's like 3 months or something. And actually work there for, like, doing my videos. I think that's the next step. But yeah, freaking loved it there. Damn it. Shabba-dee-doo. Are you back there now, or are you still there? I'm obviously not going to say too many details, because things and such. My day job, it's this. It has been for years now. Stream from Japan, awesome. Yeah, oh definitely, yeah. I'd be streaming and making videos from there if I managed to pull this off. I'm currently in the US. Ah, cool. Shabba-dee-doo. If I do go back, I'd definitely like to meet up again if you're over there. Right, we're not getting any freaking explorers here. I'll give it a minute. If we don't get that explorer back, we'll just have to carry on. I'll spend all day here. Hells yeah. Yeah, it was just a shame, like, because it was very on the moment, wasn't it? And it was like we just had that a few hours or whatever, but that was cool. Nano gave me an awesome tour of... Damn it, why is my brain going bad now? Electric Town. I keep thinking Kabukicho, but that's completely different. It's not Kabukicho. Frickin' A-Train, yo, how's it going, man? Because thanks to you, Nano, I now refer to it as the shortened name, but that's just now confused things. I can't think of either. Akihabara, there we go. And Akiha is the shortened version, yeah. Nano gave me a tour of Akihabara. We're gonna pop to a chilled maid cafe, but it didn't happen because the maid cafes closed early. Oh crap, is that the actual dragonfly? How much is it? Oh, 3.4 million units. Crap, stay, you bastard. I won't sit. That might be a firefly, but it looks a bit dragonfly. Boomstick Joe, yo, what up? Ah, it's just a cheap one. Cool. Yeah, I ended up spending my last night there, and like got some advice for a good from Nano again for a good manga cafe. So I didn't really sleep for my last night because my flight was really early. That's the place I went to. Hades Cafe. It was really good. They had friggin' the weird thing about it, and it probably isn't weird in Japan, but like, it was unlimited soft serve ice cream. I didn't have much because it's just full of sugar. It's just going to make me crash and then be too tired for the flight, but it's tasty. I was pretty much stuck to that and green tea. It took ages to like get the oh, actually, crap! I hope I didn't cause them any problems because by the time I left the computer like fully English. It took me ages to get it to look to all show in English. They probably have a reset button or something. Free soft serve, hells yeah! Akiba, that's it. Thank you. Yeah, because I heard that short from you. I'd never heard it. Pronounced I've never heard it called Akiba before, but I was like, I like that, it's kind of cute and way shorter. Oh, sure. It was a Firefly. Airfall's already had one. Never mind. Let's carry on. Notice they reset the computer, your browser history is safe. Oh, I did not look at any dodgy stuff. Yeah, man. Friggin' man cafes, love them. Like, they even have showers. It was so useful. I think the whole thing cost me about 20 quid, maybe 15 to 20 quid for the night, and I just stayed there. Like, I just had a room with a computer and everything, a nice comfy chair, unlimited drinks and soft serve. When I was hungry, I just popped out, went to get some gyudon from a local place, just went for a little walk, went to a kombini, picked up a few extra things, got some jerky for the flight and everything. And just went back, got a shower and stuff, and it's basically, like, instead of getting a hotel, I paid about 15, 20 quid and got, like, a place with a computer, a chair and everything. It was great. Good stuff. Nearest soap... He keeps calling them soap kitchen. No. I did not go to... I don't even know what they're called now, actually. Is he just... Oh, Soapland, that's it. No, I didn't get to any Soaplands. Get likes calling them soap kitchens. Right, we're going to ignore that quest. How far can you run a teleporter cable? Is it 200U? Might be 400 then, but I thought it was 200. 200 units, yeah. Do. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. Na, 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 na. Do, 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 do. Doop, doo, doo, doo. Oh, here we go. Nunshu Huan. That's kind of Cantonese. Kombini, Zane is a local now. I kept spelling that with a C for like the first week I was there. But yeah, oh yeah, I now need to work on how to recreate their soft-boiled eggs. Right, I was watching an Ask Me Anything stream with, from PewDiePie. It was a members only one, and I've been a member on his channel for ages because, like, his membership goes to charity anyway. And I've watched PewDiePie's content for like 12 years now. He was doing Ask Me Anything, and it was like a members only thing. So I popped on there, and I asked him a question, and he actually even 30 minutes later, he actually read back and like answered my question. Unfortunately, his answer shattered my world. I asked him, I said something about like Combini eggs, am I right? Type thing. And he was like, oh, eggs? Ew, no, eggs are disgusting. They disgust me. It's like I hate them. It's like, what? How can you hate eggs? Eggs are delicious. Like, it's like he can eat an omelette or like things that have egg in them, so like cake, some kinds of bread and stuff, but like just eggs on their own, no. It's like, oh man, world shattered. Eggs are delicious. And Combini eggs are a work of art. So Combini eggs are soft-boiled eggs that are still in the shell and are perfectly salted. It's weird. Like clearly they just like soak them in a high salted like water or something. But I don't know for how long, I don't know what stage, I don't know if it's pre-cooking, post-cooking or what, but they're perfectly salted and perfectly soft-boiled. They're delicious. Like, even on my first or second day there, I was popping over to Combini, I even saw a salaryman crack one of the eggs against like the hotel I was in's wall, and they were just picking it off and dropping it in like dropping it in like the soil under a nearby bush or whatever, then just eating an egg as he walks down the street. I was like, see, like these are very popular here, and they're so good. Different shapes and size. Yeah, I freaking love eggs. I eat a lot of eggs. They're delicious. Old eggs are not zesty, when it what? So I'm just not I'm just catching up. There we go. No eggs in Japan. That's like 33% of protein sourced in back. I know, right? It's terrible, man. Yeah, my world was shattered. It was terrible. Do. Firefly F. Nope. Firefly D. Oh! Oh. That's pretty damn good. Holy chism. The issue is we would lose some, but it wouldn't be that much because it's only adjacency. And adjacency really isn't that big of a deal when it comes to hyperdrive. So essentially, we would put the 3 hyperdrive in like those 3 supercharged slots. we would then fit the other ones around it. Oh, actually, ooh. The middle one between all three could just be the emergency warp, which gives a greater bonus. So that would definitely lessen the impact of having them in a T shape as opposed to a cube. So if we think about it, if they're in a cube shape, they will have a total of 6% greater bonuses. If they're in this, they will have a total of 3. So it does change that, but it's also, those bonuses only apply to the individual module. So it's far more important for that hyperdrive range bonus, as well as the supercharged slots themselves, to be there. So the supercharged slot itself is a 25% bonus. That's also additive, so it's only specific to that module and doesn't affect the overall. So if it's a multiplicative, it's much more valuable. But the hyperdrive range is multiplicative, so that's obviously the most important when it comes to hyperdrive bonuses. 220.4, that's 219.4%. It's 0.6% off perfect. I am looking at the SC slots. That's literally what I've been talking about for the last 5 minutes. Also, your opinion on it being an ugly ship is your terrible, incorrect opinion. It's highly subjective, Dark Lord, and I completely disagree with you. I'm very curious what your I mean, the satellites I'm not a big fan of. But like, I'm very curious of what your thoughts are, like what you consider a beautiful explorer. Like, I'm really curious of what yours is now. Would I disagree with it, or would I also think that looks good as well? It would be nice if they added exotic ship building. Yeah, I'm hoping they will in the future. Might have been a vegan. What's that? Well, no, he's pescatarian. Because I think I asked him the question, unless eggs aren't counted under epic pescatarian. That's it, he calls himself an epic pescatarian, it's not just pescatarian. It's ugly, but if Zane likes it, never mind. Really? So do you think it looks bad as well? Wow. It's a very cool looking ship, except the colour. Oh yeah, the colours are awful. That won't be the... These are the proper colours. The red hue is not going well against this, but basically the copper and white is the intended. Any help in finding an Earth-like planet? I can't find one. It's literally a case of just checking yellow systems, which have a high chance of lush planets, and if you can, do it in the Isentum galaxy, which has a higher chance of lush planets than any, like the other initial ones. I don't like that it's classed as Firefly. Why? I mean, I must admit, I prefer Dragonfly cockpits because they're bigger, and this... I know it just looks a bit smaller and meh. But that bonus, it's hard to ignore. Let's, for the moment, track this. We can check the other one. So Firefly D. Not bad. So, personally, I prefer the Dragonfly, which has a bigger one. Giggity. Oh, 218.7 again. These are all pretty high. Last one. If only that was good. Look at that, man. Ugh. I need the 3 in an L shape personally, though, but... Okay, right, we'll just make sure we've got this noted then. Nunsher Juan. Yeah, which galaxy you say, bro? Yeah, Isentum, yeah. It just doesn't resemble a Firefly class ship. Well, it doesn't look like a Firefly from the series Firefly, no. nice cape and suit. Love the colour designs of your character. Well, thank you, Gareth. Barry Bratwurst is, you see, he's an ex-plumber who is now a sausage connoisseur. He's simultaneously Cockney and German. And, yeah, loves his sausage. Ah, Barry.
Alright,
That's what he sounds like.
how's it going now? Or Barry Bratwurst. Oh, yeah.
It's basically, that's what he sounds like. Okay, now. Needs more blue. I originally was making it blue, but Azusa changed my mind because the copper looks good. I suppose we could... I'll look at blue instead of the white, but I kind of like the white. It looks very retro. Is there any way to get expedition items if you missed the event? So I prefer the flat top cockpit instead of the ball cockpit. Oh, I know which one you're on about. I think... I don't know if I've got any of those. I'll have to keep an eye out.
Barry's also a member of the streets. Oh, yes. He knows everyone, our Barry. He's not a... He's not a gangster. He's a businessman, and his business is crime.
Is there any way to get... That's stealing sausages. Most, of course. Sword knows the explorer type I like. Don't force other people to, like, force your views upon others. Is there any way I like to get expedition items if you missed the event? Basically, wait till Redux next year. It's pretty much your only chance. Right, I know which one you're on about. You're on about, like, the Cylon one. I actually would prefer that myself as well. But I'm not that fussed about the hull. Basically, as long as it isn't... My main thing is the wings. As long as it isn't a Boba Fett type, then I'm generally happy. So here, you can't see any of the flat types in these. It doesn't show it in these icons anyway. But we'll keep an eye out, see if we can get a better one. So, right, what's this one? So yeah, I do agree with you on the flat type. So like a Cylon visor as opposed to a bubble. Anyway, let's look what this is. Nope. Horrible. So yeah, it is the Dragonfly, which I do prefer. Generally. So Firefly S. $219.6, but supercharged slots aren't good enough. Unfortunately. Are we in... Yeah, we're in Korvax. Let's see if we can get another couple of holes here. Yeah, my current ship is... That ship is the award from the Omega Expedition. So the next chance will be basically Redux. Also, maybe play a ship exchange. Yeah, you might be able to do that. I don't know how to do that myself. And considering how limited the ships are. Some people do have two. I could have multiples of two on different saves, so I'd be open to doing this for some people, but back and make all the icons. I mean, I'd hope so, because the icons are the easiest way to figure out what parts you want, and as they're not fully reflective of what they are, it's a bit annoying. That's why I would like to work on something to help that, but it just completely depends whether I have bloody time. Some other parts, yeah, because this is going to take a long time to catalogue. I've started, but I'm not sure it's something I can really do on my own, and I haven't set up something that other people could help with yet. I'm sure many people would be happy to help if I could set that up. Why are no ships coming in? Chop chop game. Has this auto saved? Yes. Shabba-ba-ba-ba. To the model parts and scoopity-doo-ba-ba-doo. Oh, there we go. Keep fishing it, lad. Keep fishing side by side every step of the way. Ah, we made it. We made it, lad. Use a model view to see the parts. I mean, I can barely be asked to bother with the model viewer. Almost no one is going to be prepared to do that. And that only the people on PC could even try to do that anyway. Oh, there we go. That's a visor type. I'm not sure if it's one the ones I already have, but... Yeah, I think that's one that I already have, but we'll double check. If I can even afford it. It's A-class, of course, I bloody can't. Bastard. I think that's one the ones I already have. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Go on, game. Give me a few more modules to look. Oot. Boobadoo boo. Boobadoo boo boo. So I'll go back and make all the other ones. So yeah. I was trying to think, obviously I don't like when it's something I'm not even sure I'm gonna make, I don't really want to say too much about it. What if someone got a screenshot of all the part combos, but still I still go back to whatever people used in the past? Well, that is part of what I'm on about. That would include screenshots of every part, yeah. Found a channel that is streaming all of the Fast and Furious movies. Well, that sounds like a dodgy channel. How are you getting on? Actually, keep it short. I'll talk to you after, of course. Like a good or meh. Are you able to do anything in the Equinox event at the moment? Oh, a TV channel. Ah, nice. So not dodgy. Cool, cool. All the Fast and the freaking Furious movies. Man, I haven't seen them in so long. I haven't seen, like, half of them. I think the last one I saw was the one with, like, the CGI... I've forgotten the name of his bloody character now. Dodgy, probably not much on the Equinox event. Yeah, like yeah, it was the invisible cars. No thanks. Really, invisible cars? Good. They're really taking it as far. Like, you think they jumped the shark like 4 movies ago, and they're still making them crazier. Like the last one I saw was the one where that main character dude from like the first one, the one that isn't Dom Toretto, like Paul Walker, there we go. It was the last one after his death. Oh wow, that's like... Oh, unless you mean the Invisible, yeah. Yeah, like, so I haven't seen any after that. But yeah, I used to be obsessed with the first movie. Me and a friend of mine used to watch it, like, constantly after school. Like, I mean, I've literally seen that movie, like, more than 30 times at least. Easily. We were both obsessed with it. Like, I used to be obsessed with cars and stuff as well. Like, we used to get to car shows and stuff, and motorbike shows as well. When I was in my youth. We're not getting any ships here, let's just go. Let's go to the next one. As I come through this, So I have 16,005... Whoa, 165,000 Quicksilver, what? Let's just buy more stuff. That's a ridiculous amount of Quicksilver. God, my goodness, old Explorer. Exploring for days and days and days. Three stars, come on. Zany likes the 3-star system. Zany likes the 3-star, yeah, there we go. Ubuvus. Can you convert PP into Quicksilver? Post in Discord what I used in the past. Okay, let's have a look. See?
Knife range!
For kids. Oh, do you mean the the flight parts catalogue? Doesn't show what ship you prefer, that just has the list of the parts. I are confused. Do 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 do. Ah, don't take us past it, we want to go in. Ah. Crap. Didn't mean to shoot it in the face or nothing. Don't want to shoot y'all or nothing. Boop, 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 boop. I suppose we could still use that to see which different parts are available. Let's check this one first. Viking. Viking. It's a place where I can be. Oh yes, they do. Nope. Ooh, no. Dang it. Nope. Should dangalang. Come on, baby. Let's do the twist. I'm just bringing up that page. If I can find a good image, I'll bring it up. Body shapes. That's fighters. Come on, baby. Oh, so yeah, this was a fighter parts catalogue. Where's the Explorer parts catalogue? Explorer parts. Do 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 do. Let's do the twist. Do 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 do. To be checking the boys. That's the thing. The way all the Reddits like categorized all the parts is not the same as the way the game has. No, I'm not seeing anything in there. I prefer to fly a shuttle over that explorer. Well, I mean, you're welcome to. You are welcome to do whatever you want, Dark Lord. No one is pushing any kind of ship on you. Yo, Matthew, how's it going, man? Good to see you, dude. And one day you'll probably tell me what specifically about it you don't like. And what you do like. I'm hoping to find out. So I'm very curious. Swish-tastic. Do 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 do. Let's do the twist. Do 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 do. Chubby Checker and the bad boys. Do it like. Now, for some reason, in my head, oh my god, Doctor's Shuttle Guide, to be honest, that explains a lot. In my head, the next line is, take me by my little hand, and I know that's not the line, 'cause it makes no sense, but in my head, that's always been the line. Take me by my little hand. It goes like this. Do, 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 do. I've only used my Starborn runner since it came out, just 2 switch. I know, right? It's good. It looks so good and it hovers and everything. Bang tidy, but not in the weird, well, not in the normal way. I don't have eyes for only it. Nope. Nope. See? Dang it. Zane, do you know if it's a recent change to the seed of staff MT changes according to the autophagy terminal? This is what I was wondering about in your Discord. Yeah, I was reading that. I tried to reply as best I could. But so the seed of staff MT changes according to the order of the components added. So I don't know about the order, but I did mention, like, in reply, but I'm not sure if my point got across well enough. That oh, I love that drag racing type dragster thing. Start looks good. That. Damn it, words are hard, guys. Words are hard. Oh, so yeah, right. There at one point, Dark Lord figured out that staffs, like, if you put one in and then switch the head out for another one, then it would show a different, like, class and seed than if you backed out of the menu, then went back in to try that second combination. It was like that at the very beginning. I don't know if that's what you mean, but that was like that at the beginning. I thought they had fixed that specific thing, but I don't know for sure. That's why I mentioned about backing out of the menu itself before trying another combination. That's why I was asking if you were doing that, and it wasn't clear whether you had tried that and whether it was consistent if you had. Oh, here we go. Dashing in. Oh, it was like that in the beginning. Dang. Okay, thanks. Yeah, it was like that for like a couple of weeks or something, and then they supposedly fixed it. But I'm guessing maybe this reversed that fix or something. I should definitely mute when I do that. Do do whoop boop 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 boop. Really interesting. That might have made getting slots and colours you want easier to find. I do have the aesthetics of the space stations now. They look nice. Hells yeah. Like this one, I haven't seen one with that exact like curve and everything and this colour. This looks awesome. They're so freaking cool now. Look at that big guy looking all right, guys. Just keep an eye on everyone, don't you know? Oh yeah. Right. Pop it on these in again. Ooh. Oh. Yeah. Dang it. Scoopy doopy 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 poopy scoopy. We're pooping in the scoop and we're scooping poop. That's not poop, it's scoop poop. I know NMS is great in VR. I'm on the fence about getting a PSVR 2. I checked I had all the staff parts. Nice. Yeah, Doctor did a lot of research when the staffs were introduced and figured out basically how they all work, which massively helped me figure out on day one how this bloody works. This was knowing how the staffs work. This was really easy to figure out. The issue was I was holding off. That the reason a video hasn't come out about it yet from me. I was holding off to add more useful information, but I should have just made a really simple one first, then made a better one later. But 'tis what 'tis. Could you do a quick check, please? Though I'd prefer if HD would kept the old stations as they are and only do new ones in the new way. Having said this, I understand why they don't, maintaining them when adding new stuff. Oh, do you mean new stations that were undiscovered or something? Why though? It's not like this change is like a retroactive law fix or anything. They've just kind of remodeled how they work in entirety, haven't they? I prefer the interior layout to the old stations, but outside aesthetic is very nice. I definitely, but yeah, I suppose we've all got just different opinions on this. Like, I personally prefer this one to the old one, the layout as well. I just like having everything together, just in one nice block. And like this is so good. Teleporter right by the freaking trade terminal, so useful. I do wish we had the second terminal still though, and the second one of these is pretty good. I should be checking these when I'm coming here. What if we find an S-class? I've probably gone past S-classes. Like some kind of terrible, not checky person. Skip. Boop. Nope. Oh! Perfect cube! Holy jism. Holy jism. You've been out too long in the midnight sea. What is becoming of me? Eye of the jism. Dang it. If this was like a fighter, this would be the one. Almost regardless of the actual bonus. But for hyperdrive, the bonus is worth worth more than this. Oh well. Ooh, oh yeah. Do. Holy diver, you've been out too long in the midnight sea. What is becoming of me? Love Howard. For kill switch engage. Second singer Howard, who's now been replaced again with Jamie. Highly recommend checking his collaboration with this YouTuber dude. I can't remember his name, but they've literally made a band together, like made an album. It's really good. Howard's voice, man, it's so good. He's also like he's massive. I saw him live at Bloodstock the one year. I went to Bloodstock to watch Nightwish because I love Nightwish. Also saw Amaranth there and some other bands. But like, let's just mark this. But like, Howard's there, and he is a huge guy. Like I think he's a good 6'4", 6'5", and he works out. Like he's big, and there's like no fat on him, just muscle. Like, he's not someone I would mess with. Ah, we need more hypercores. Hypercores. You've been out too long in the midnight sea. What is becoming? To be fair though, these 5 will last quite some time with all these things. You're a metalhead, Zane. Metal is probably the genre I listen to the most. So, kinda, yeah. I go to Download Music Festival every year. Have for the past 13 or 14 years. I'm unsure about this year. I definitely want to go, but I'm not sure if I will be able to this year. Did they do changes to the anomaly? No, not in this update. Big Gwen, what's going on? These huge. Oh yeah, big. Yeah, so like height wise, like okay, like this was one of my favourite little encounters, just because it was just hilarious. Like it really tickled me. So like basically, it was my last night, and I was leaving that Haley's Cafe, the thing I showed you the card for, the Man Cafe. I was leaving it to go and get some food. I got in the elevator with there was a guy already in the elevator, and I got in, and it was this older Japanese man, and like I just kept sort of seeing the corner of my eye. He kept looking up at me. I saw in the reflection, like, and then he just looked at me, and like I looked at him. It's like, how tall are you? Like perfect English, whatever. I was like. About 6'2", and they was like, just like scoffed, and it was like, just walked away, like throwing his arms up, like, oh. Just out of the elevator. Just really tickled me, that shit. He wasn't the tallest of men. I was more than a foot taller. But yeah, it's but in general. Like, I don't think I saw a single Japanese person taller than me while I was there. But I saw plenty of Japanese people almost as tall or about as tall as me. But like, it wasn't like I was able to view over every single person like around me or whatever. I think a lot of the young younger generation are a lot taller these days. Dang it. Come on, buddy. Come on, everybody, let me get a little clap. Right, this. I can't remember what it's freaking from. I can't remember what the thing's called. Like, there's this YouTube channel that does, like, fake interviews. And this one guy, he, like, they put prosthetics on him and stuff to make him look monstrous. And, like, he's being interviewed. And like, and he just comes into it, and I was like, come on, everybody, let me get a little clap. And like, his hands are tiny. Like, he's got like little, like fake tiny hands and stuff. But like, he's got like no neck, it's just shoulders and head and stuff. It's hilarious. It's so good, isn't it? And like, in one part of it, he's like talking about like the benefits of protein powder. Oh, it might have been that one. Just looked at him. And like he just pours protein powder on the interviewer, like into her mouth, just like as powder and stuff. And like the interviewer just carries on, and she's like, and stuff like, just like a sea of protein powder just comes out of her mouth. And it's just covered all over. It's ridiculous. Yeah, Nick is like, yeah. My God, it was so stupid. What was this? But now I can't get out of my head. I just keep thinking, come on, everybody, let me get a little clap. Because like just throughout the interview, he keeps just like going back to that. Oh, interview great people. Okay. I've been to a gig, a sporting event, concert, or anything. Oh, really? Okay. To be fair, my first concert wasn't until I was like 16 when I went to my first gig. That was to see, right, it was... Damn it, Soul something. It's the band with Max Cavalera. Of the Cavalera Conspiracy. It might not be Max even. I can't remember the play name now. Anyway, it was Soul something being supported by someone who I didn't care about, and I don't even remember the band name. And then the first support was Skindred. So Skindred was the first live band I ever saw, and they're freaking amazing. I'd like to go to Pattaya someday. What's Pattaya? And you're off, by the way. I haven't actually said hello to you. Pattaya just makes me think of Papaya, a song by Baby Metal. Do 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 do. And it's a song about a salad using papaya from Thailand. And like it has a rapper from Thailand who like featured in it. It's so good. Plus, Babe Metal is just awesome. Generally, people that you saw really sharply dressed. I remember reading that's a big culture thing over here. What do you mean by sharply? As in like really neat? Like, so in Tokyo, most of the people I saw were salarymen and women. And they were all dressed all suits. And either, like, the women were like a sort of pantsuit or skirt with, like, just like an open-collared white shirt or something. Everyone was very, like, it was all, you know, it's a work uniform. When it came to, like, Sendai, there's still salarymen, but it was a lot more relaxed. I was also more of a anomaly in Sendai. Like, more stares and stuff in general, and people are actually a lot more friendly and, like, just generally talkative. Though, of course... Actually, no, a lot of people in Sendai had pretty good English. When I went to Yamagata... I think it was Yamagata. for my... I think it was Yamagata, yeah. Anyway, for my ryokan, everyone there, all the staff there, that was very much a countryside, like it's a tiny little village along a big river with a hot spring nearby. And the ryokan was a hot spring ryokan. And like that was like the most expensive part of my trip, because I just had one night there, and I booked a room with a private onsen and had like the Michelin star friggin' 15-course meal and everything in my room, served by like a waitress in a like yukata and everything. So like, everyone in that place was either the staff at the desk were just very smart, and then all the rest of the staff wore yukatas, which is basically like, it's like a kimono, but it's not made of silk. It's like cotton or something, and just way less incredibly formal and hard to work with. And then the most different was Osaka. Osaka, like the culture there is clearly very different to like the rest of Japan. It's very much creative and freeing. Like, I saw people in friggin' Mr. Blobby, like, suits. Not actual suits looking like Mr. Blobby, but like a suit that was like bright yellow with pink spots and stuff. And like other people with crazy like mohawks and stuff, and just like, it was like the culture of individuality and individual style, and just whatever, like whatever you think, whatever you want to do is your style type thing's acceptable and stuff. There is very much that. Like the place was filled with skateboarders and like bikers and stuff, like, you know, like BMX and stuff, doing like little tricks on and hanging out in little park areas. Like the place I went to 3 times because I freaking loved it, which is also where I think I caught COVID, was a restaurant near my hotel that had a giant octopus above it, and it was a jazz and soul food bar, and it was this really small little bar with like the front of the bar was open, and was the kitchen was on the front going down the side, and you came around the kitchen, there was like a bar, and then upstairs were tables, and like the front of the kitchen was basically selling okonomiyaki and takoyaki to people going by, and or you could go in and sit and order at the bar and stuff. And I'd really wanted to try takoyaki and okonomiyaki and stuff while I was there, so I went there my first day in Osaka. I went there every day after as well, and it was so good, and like the feels were just awesome. Like the music was just like chilled out jazz and soul music and stuff, and blues, and like the staff, like the barman, and even I think the one was the owner, like they're all just incredibly friendly, smiles and just joking about and stuff, and like having a chat, whatever. Even one of the locals who was like eating on my first time there, he saw that I had a Slipknot t-shirt on. It didn't say Slipknot, it was just like the logo. It's like, oh, Slipknot and stuff, and like we had a quick chat about metal and stuff. Like, he's a big metalhead and likes half the bands I do. And like that was just a really nice place. I really enjoyed that. And the okonomiyaki and takoyaki was fantastic. The beer was awesome. And yeah, it's good. Shaba. So Osaka is like Harajuku, but the whole city. I would say yes, but I feel like Harajuku, which I didn't get chance to properly explore, which is a shame. I feel like Harajuku is way more on the trendy, classy side, whereas Osaka is more like, because I only hung out around Dotonbori, and that is basically cyberpunk in real life. Like, I've got some photos of going down the river through the middle of Dotonbori, and it's just like giant pink and blue neon just reflecting off every building in sight. in the water and stuff. It looks beautiful. And there's a like Downtonbury has a frigging Ferris wheel on its thingy. What's that? Don Quixote, sorry. Like it has a Ferris wheel on its Don Quixote, and it's a giant like 8th-floor Don Quixote in Downtonbury. And like it's also way seedier as well. Like there were a lot of women like dressed up nicely on their own, seemingly like eyeing everyone up. As a foreigner, eyeing me up quite a lot. I also walked past this one place near my hotel where there was an old lady sitting on a stool outside of what she said I saw was a massage parlor, shouting out to me, asking me if I want a massage. I can't remember exactly what she said, but she was focusing on how the women who would give me the massage were very, very beautiful and other things and stuff. It's like, I got here like 5 minutes ago. I'm not jumping into a massage parlor on a back street. Good lord. I think, yeah, we entered the first one there. Okay, so Zane, the staff terminal first 2 combinations will be based on staff head seed. The third combinations will be based on player position. You have to back out to reset the staff head staff head seed. Oh, good lord, really? It bugs out on the first combination, but afterwards it reverts to staff head only. Oh, okay. Do you have the exact location? I mean, I do, yeah. And I can remember exactly where it was, because it was near my hotel. Like, so, my hotel was the... Crap, what's it called? The business hotel, the main business hotel brand in, like, Japan. I just went with that because it was simple. Like, as in... Like, it was it seemed like a really good hotel, well priced. Can I actually look? I know you're joking about this, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Appa, thank you, yes, Appa. Like, 4 of the hotels I used were Appa. The best one was the first one I went to as well. It was in Nishi Shinjuku. The Appa Hotel in Nishi Shinjuku, very good. And it's located... It's not too close to the center, so the price is good. But it's also it's in Shinjuku. Obviously, it's in Nishi Shinjuku. It's right by a underground station. It's on a road with 7 konbinis. Just at the end of the road, a 5 to 10 minute walk down it is Shinjuku Park, and it's a really nice place. Anyway, so I stayed at the Appa Hotel in Downtonbury. If you are standing in front of the Appa Hotel, turn to your right. If you're standing looking at the hotel, turn to your right, and it's about 40 to 60 meters that way. Is there? And it's on your left. You'll have to go past the Love Hotel that is directly on your right. Would you live there if you had the chance? I don't know about Downtonbury. I definitely want to go there again. Because it's just a fun, awesome place. I want to get more takoyaki and okonomiyaki from that place as well. Preferably with no side of COVID. But like, Tokyo, definitely. I would... if anything, it's a bit of a goal. I don't know about permanently, but I'd definitely like to live there for a while. Maybe off and on and off. Or just have, you know, long stays there. That's not a bad one, but the pipe droppings. So monjayaki. What's monjayaki? I've been to Amsterdam when I was about 19, literally like the proverbial coffin nail, and was most embarrassing. The women were totally gorgeous. Yeah, I've been to Amsterdam as well. Went when I was 25. Yeah, like it really set. We were near the red light in Amsterdam, and like I just suddenly, would you like to buy? Like a guy was whispering to me. He's asking me something. I was like, what? And like he asked me again, and I said, sorry, I can't hear you. And then he shouted it, and he was shouting, do you want to buy some cocaine? And I was like, oh, no thank you, and then walked off, and he just looked like a bit... I just made this guy shout whether I wanted to buy some cocaine. It's quite funny. Are they more relaxed with tattoos in Osaka? I would very much expect so. I have no idea though. Yeah, I've got no idea. I know that in my place in Yamagata, it's like a hundreds of years old like onsen that has been like around since like the feudal lords used it to stop off between cities. But they've really tried to modernize the place quite a lot. They even have like their own little izakaya inside the ryokan. It's really nice. And the garden's beautiful. But it even said it directly on the piece of paper when I signed in. No tattoos allowed in the public onsen. This is precisely why I went to that specific one, because one, I originally wanted to go down to Ginza onsen, which is about 10 miles away south of it, which is beautiful. It looks like a friggin' Studio Ghibli movie. I didn't have a chance in the end, but also because it had a private onsen in the room. So I have a massive tattoo on my back. The upper half of my back is a full tattoo. So I can't go to public onsens, almost any of them. Some of them do allow it, but most don't. Oh. Come on, everybody, let me get a little clap. Let me get a little clap. Come on, there it is. So yeah, it's like I don't know about Osaka. I really feel like some businesses, so Appa hotels, they offer services like massages, in-room massages. Another thing is, you can't get them if you have a tattoo. So like, I've never had a massage, and I have like a lot of issues with like my neck and stuff. Would have loved to have been able to get a proper massage. But I couldn't get one in the hotel room because there we go. Because I've got a tattoo. Which is a shame. Basically, the reasoning for that is that I think they would find it hard to fill the positions of masseuses if they were expected to be alone in a hotel room with a suspected Yakuza. I think that's the thing. Yeah, it is a Yakuza thing. It's like that's what creates the negative toward it. And obviously, like, one look at me, I'm not a Yakuza, but like, they can't really, like, that would be, if they bend the rules for some and not for others, then it would probably be a big discrimination thing. I mean, it already is to a degree, but, you know. Observer staves MT location sharing notes whatever the first combination you use when you access terminal and staff you use. Yeah, that's what we were using originally, wasn't it? But then they sort of fixed it to a degree, but now it's broken again or something. Thank you for looking at that though, Dark Lord. Ignore the first comment I said. Ah, okay. I know you can be killed by Yakuza if you had a Yakuza tattoo and are not Yakuza. I don't think they would care unless you had an actual crest from their family or something. Like if you actually had an actual Yakuza tattoo, not like the style of Yakuza tattoos, but just an actual family's crest. And then, like, they found out about that, or if you were like showing it off or something, they'd probably have a problem with that. They'd probably... I doubt they'd kill you. I imagine they would pressure the frick out of you to have it modified. Or, I mean, I suppose if it was a particularly dangerous one, they could kill you. Or maybe mess up the area where the tattoo is. You could do that with acid or fire, and that's not an unheard of thing between groups and their family tattoos. Don't have a Yakuza tattoo. I mean, generally as well, like Yakuza tattoos they're not there to be shown. Like, it's not something to show off about, and it shouldn't be visible in almost all circumstances. Yeah. Face just looking at the supercharged slots. Nope. It's very dishonorable. They weren't too happy. Yeah, they collect tattoos, people's actual skin, their works of art, I guess, after all. I'd be surprised if that was actually true. These days, anyway. There might be some psychopaths who do it, but Yakuza in general, I don't believe, collect people's tattoo skin. Especially not these days, anyway. It's a documentary. I'm still very skeptical about it. I don't know. I haven't seen the documentary. There's a good interview with an ex-Yakuza by the Anime Man. That'd be worth watching. He actually managed to secure an interview with an ex-Yakuza. And yes, he's actually an ex-Yakuza. He was given a chance. I believe it said his family was being dissolved because of the head of the family was into a lot of drugs and dishonorable activity, and the bosses, the bigger bosses, punished him and dissolved the family, and gave everyone in the family a choice to either leave the Yakuza or join another existing family. And that guy decided to leave and just start a business, basically. Now, he's got a business selling watches. I think they are from people that had passed away. Apparently, it's not as rare as it was anymore. The guy says you when you leave the Yakuza now, you don't have to cut off your small finger and stuff. Like, that was a thing in the past. But he said apparently now you basically it's probably best to give your boss a nice bit of money. But other than that, if you want to leave, they'll generally let you. Obviously, if you're untrustworthy and stuff, there's probably going to be issues. But if you're untrustworthy in the Yakuza, you're probably already not living still anyway. Yeah, apparently it's way more chill now. But he did say, some people, there are some pretty crazy people in there. Most of them are just kind of hardened, but somewhat normal people. And then there's there are a few crazy ones who particularly love to fight and stuff, and maybe a bit sadistic. Can't spend fingers now. He did say, as if it sounds brutal, he said one of his friends or one of his old colleagues in the Yakuza had wanted to get out for various reasons. And he went to the boss and asked and stuff, and then voluntarily chopped his little finger off and presented it to the boss. And I think as well as some money. And then the boss granted his wish, he left. And then after he went, the boss said, like, he didn't need to chop his finger off. Like, as if, like, it was, like, a joke type thing. It's like, fuck, that's rough, man. What the hell? Back here, the yard's looking fresh. Nice! Hells yeah, man. Yakuza organised a COVID vaccine distribution before the government could get their acts together. Yeah, they did that for the Fukushima effort as well, didn't they? They, like... Because basically, it's largely a big case of, like, the government has a lot of red tape and stuff. The Yakuza don't have that. And it's... Like, they... As far as I heard, they were, like, the first on the scene with, like, aid for, like, Fukushima, tsunami and everything. Like, with food and such, and... Shabby-doo. Generally, when it comes to, like, organised crime, I always think it's better, like, the ones who continue to exist through different eras of time generally don't mess so much with, like, regular people. And that's how they're, like, part of how they survive and stuff. They only mess generally with, like, their own communities and stuff. Well, of course, there is still, like, protection rackets and whatnot that go on. But it's like, you know, if, like, there's a... Like, biker gangs do a lot of community service and stuff, and... Like, in a similar way to, like, the Yakuza doing that. It's like, look after the community, so the community doesn't want to hunt you for doing all your illegal activities. Or something. Little clap. The gang gets whacked comes to mind, one of the classics, yeah. How we're looking time wise? Oh, Guild's near 9. Let's get another few in. Doo-ba-doo-doo. Scooba-doo-doo-doo. Ah. Oh, there we go. Mipstorga. Oh, right. Peter. Crap, I think I've missed Peter going, haven't I? Peter, are you still there? He's almost certainly gone. It's not Good Lord, it's Dark Lord. Okay, so he hasn't actually said bye, so he might still be there. Peter, are you there, bud? There's a German pronunciation of something I've been curious about, and I would love to get your confirmation. Oh, everybody, let me get a little clap. Nommies. Right. Shabby-doo. Last map they compared was Death Strand walking at 1,900 meters squared. Holy crap. My goodness, that's insane. Here was a proper walking simulator. Okay, is there anyone in the chat who speaks fluent German? Doo-ba-doo-doo. Scabba-doo-doo-doo. Skibba-dee-dee. Ra-pa-dum-bum-bum-bum-bum. 9. It says 1.7 m miles bigger than that. What's that? Oh, so what's a little vid on? Hey, she's upcoming. Ah, Light No Fire. And this video showed the scale of the world they plan on releasing. And I must say, it's mind-boggling. Yeah. I took German in college for a semester, but no. Okay. I found a station that gave my Explorer 219.9 base hyperdrive. Is that close to the max? So yeah, if provided it's not in a supercharged slot, that is 218.9%. So basically just take 1 off that number and that's the percent. The max is 220. So that's nice and high. There, that's a nice high one, 218.3. That's not horrible. 291, that's awful. Oop. Ah. We did find one pretty damn good one, but it wasn't particularly ideal. It's what we wanted. A class. C class. Hey, Double Dash, yo! So, Double Dash. Is Brunhilde pronounced Brunhilde? Like Brunhilde? Or is it Brunhilde? And is it Hilda or Hilde? Like, the Brun, I think it's that. I had no idea how to explain that sound though. And it also might just completely depend in what part of Germany you're in. I have no idea. I realise this isn't the most important of questions. I mean, I suppose technically I could just check Django. What's his face? I know he's Austrian. I think he's Austrian actually, isn't he? Damn it, why is his name escaping me? But he's like a linguistical master, isn't he? So I imagine how he pronounces it is a damn good pronunciation. Probably well, that side of prop content is going to require powerful AI at very least. They're saying mountains bigger than Everest will literally take 2 months in real life to climb. That's the thing, the idea wouldn't be to climb, would it? But obviously, yeah, that's just a way to explain the... I mean, I'm definitely looking forward to Lightning Fire, for sure. The main thing I'm concerned about... yeah, but are you fluent, John? The main thing I'm concerned about is potential lack of depth. I'm worried that it's going to be a whole lot of pretty nothing. Which is a bit of a problem that No Man's Sky has. Nowhere near as bad as it used to be, but it's just something that comes with this kind of huge procedural game. So I'm a little concerned that Lightning Fire will have that, but I have some hope. A whole lot of pretty nothing? Are you talking about me? Oh, you're a whole lot of pretty something. You're complicated, Mike. How you doing, man? Hope you're having a swish one. Oh, don't go out again. Dang it. Yeah, billions of planets that are slight variants on, say, 30 planets. It's... Brunhilde. It's kind of hard to explain how to announce it for an English-speaking person. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like... And it's like, it's kind of hard for me to even ask for a yes or no. And if no, how off am I? And in what way? It's like, yeah. Because in my head... So I'm reading a book that has a character called... Well, in my head, I feel like it should be pronounced Brunhilde, but I don't know if that's right. So I'll have a look, see if I can find an explanation. And I'm not so adept at saying it, even in this potentially wrong way, that I can say exactly the same each time. Come on, everybody, let me get a little clap. Come on, come on, everybody, let me get a little clap. Frickin' damn them. Get my mind full of this weirdness. That's how I'd say it. Well, the main thing is the R as a R sound. So like my tongue is exactly how I would say R, except instead of like pronouncing it R and just pushing the air through, I'm using so like I'm shaping the back of my tongue at the same time to do a rolled R, but at the back and not the front. I feel like that's the best way I can explain it. The thing I'm focusing on is the R sound. And I'm not so much pronouncing it Brun. It's Brun, so like UHN sounds right for that. And then Hilda. I don't know. I have to look. I put all this effort into like, oh, I should probably check things. I put all this effort into like pronunciation. It'll never be useful in real life. That's the thing as well. When I'm in Japan, I've got no idea if I was like talking, if I was pronouncing well. Like, I have no idea if like the guys in the bar in Osaka were like I looked at my phone to find like how I asked for another beer. Actually, what was it? I'm curious what it was now. So, Japanese, English-Japanese translation. So, I said, no, it wasn't that. Okay, so it might have been this, Mobiru or Moremaska. Or... I don't know, yeah, I feel like it wasn't that I asked. But anyway, when I said it, like, the barman was like, nice English! It was like thumbs up, and, no, nice Japanese, like, with his thumbs up and stuff, and a big smile. But, like, I have no idea if that was actually close. And, like, I feel like pronouncing thank you is like arigato. Like, I put a lot of work into the R sound because, like, it's kind of like R, but you have your tongue in more of a place toward an L, so it's like a mixture of an R and an L, and it ends up coming off as an RDL type sound. Adi, like, so it's a, like, you lightly, it's almost like a harmonic on a guitar. You lightly touch the top, so it's the ridge of your gum from like your front teeth, behind your front teeth, at the bottom of your palate at the front, where there's like a ridge for it goes back up again. You lightly press your tongue, almost like harmonic on a guitar, against that. So it's not really pressed, but it's very close. And that was like the sound. I was really common to mistake. Yeah. So like, I put a lot of work into that, but even then I'm not sure if I actually got it right. Is they going with billions and not concentrating on a single solar system? Is there a YouTube vid of someone saying it that? Yeah, I'm going to look for that. Right, one more system because we are past 9. And like, I did, like, through just watching, like, anime, I know, like, Deska is often pronounced more like Deska. But I think that might be, like, the car is, I think the way that I'm pronouncing it from various interviews and stuff that I've seen might be a sort of local. So for all I know, I'm mixing in Osakan dialect with, like a more Tokyo dialect and stuff. It's like, it's mad. It's like, it's frustrating to not be able to know whether you're even saying it properly. I suppose that's where you'd, like, probably talk with people online who, like, sort of a Japanese person who's trying to learn English, and then, like, you give each other feedback. So it's like Street Fighter game character Ryu. Westerns pronounce Ryu. Iryu? Huh? The I before? That's surprising. So the first thing I learned was the pronunciation for all the vowels. All the sound, like, you know, the what's it called? Syllables. I think I've got most of that down, but sometimes, like, putting it together and stuff's a bit iffy. Oh, okay, yeah. LRU. So, I don't know, really. I'd be surprised at that. Because, like, I've heard from one person that her teacher said it was like arigato is pronounced more aligato, and it's like, well, no, it's not an actual L sound. It just has a similar, like, way the tongue moves to it, as far as I know. So I don't know. But I've heard many different people say it's done many different ways, and the most common, and from, like, textbooks and everything I've read, is what I've tried to do. Oh no! Oh crap! No. Gonna click it. Right, let's try different holes. I can tell you Germans pronounce their IE as, and EI sounds basically the opposite of English. You can see in words like Stein. I think Americans would pronounce that Steen, wouldn't they? But I don't know, maybe like the Ein. I think I would just naturally assume that word is German and pronounce it in the way that a German would pronounce it. But there might be other words that I may not instantly recognise as being German and pronounce them in a different way. That's happened before. Like the Ike thing from last week. It's like someone had Ike in the name, and it's made me think of Ike. But of course it's Ike, it's not Ike. Because of the language it comes from. Nope. Dang it. Man, we might have to go back with one of the other ones then for this, I don't know. But I'm not sure if I really would prefer a dragonfly and not a firefly bubble front. And they pronounce vowels at the end of words too. They would say something like Zenu. So, do you mean just adding on the end, like beer is beeru? Yeah, that I don't quite understand. I don't quite understand the syntax or context of that yet. I don't understand why you'd add that. I still also don't understand the context of des. Or, well, it's spelt desu, but it's just generally said des. So it's usually descar. But I don't anyway. But like, yeah, I still don't know what that is. So my name, Matthew's Matsu. Yeah, my first name is Michael. So like it's generally pronounced Meikeru, I think. But yeah, I still say Michael. Right, is this a new one I don't have yet? Nope, that's one I do. Shit, dang it, we need more. But yeah, thank you guys for the hangout. Oh, and then pronounce spells to the deals. What I found crazy is language changes depending on the 86 job position relation. Like there's a way you'd speak only to older people in your job. It's nuts. Oh yeah, so that's a big thing across all of like East Asia. Like Korea is like South Korea is super hard on the respecting your elders type thing, regardless of anything else. Like you could be so much more accomplished, and it's like, nope, that person's opinion is more valid. It's a bit odd in that respect, but yeah, it's just a culture thing. Hey, why don't you just go by Mike? Why should I change my name? He's the one who sucks. Wait, I can't remember what that quote's from. So it's kind of like that. It's always funny to me to hear the English-American pronunciation of Stein. Yeah. Oh, so yeah, Steen. So, by the way, is it also Stein as opposed to Stein? Because as far as I know, Rammstein pronounce it like that. And Rammstein's actually a city as well, isn't it? I think. Stein. The first one was right. Oh god, which did I say first? Did I say Stein or Stein? So SH or ST? Or SHT or ST? Oh, for goodness sake. Frankenstein. But yeah, whenever I've seen like, and they're from Berlin, so maybe that makes a difference. Because like every country has different dialects in different areas, so it's like ST. Oh really? Okay. So why do Rammstein pronounce it Rammstein? Is that a dialect thing, or is that a stylistic thing they're adding to it? It's pronounced Zathrus. What the frick? While I lived in Germany, most pronounced it with SH, but some Americans did pronounce it with a hard S. Only cool people will get that. I guess I'm not cool then. Hot dang it. What? Oh, so S to SHT is correct then. Okay. Cool. My auntie had her family tree done and out coat of arms, and I found out my ancestry is German. Ah, cool. Zathrus is Zathrus. You spoke to Zathrus. I'm Zathrus. Oh my goodness. Have you ever eaten scrapple? Never heard of it. It's code to weed out millennials. I mean, I'm not a millennial. Oh, wait, am I? Oh, might be, yeah. But does it all... Are you sure it just doesn't weed out all but a certain small percentage of Generation X? Is that Babylon 5? Is that it? First time Sheridan meets Zathrus. Okay, yeah, it must be Babylon 5 thing. Yeah, Babylon 5 Zathrus. Yeah, I've never seen Babylon 5. Friend is Austrian, last name Steiner. Freaking Babylon 5. Babylon and Ting. No one ever listens to that, Sathras. There's supposed to be a new Babylon 5 series being made. Oh, really? That would be awesome. So I think I tried to get into it at one point, but it just looks so old and I just couldn't immerse. Maybe I could nowadays. I don't know. No brother's name's Atheros, all pronounced the same, but with different... Oh, okay, bloody hell. So it's like a very slightly different tone or something. He's great though, and now it's hard to get past the 84p graphics. Yeah, that's the thing. Babylon 5 was shit. Oh no. Okay, before this starts off into an entire war, thank you everyone for joining. Let's see if there's anyone we can raid. My goodness. Shabba. Bush is back on with 2v2 bingo brawlers. 2v2 bingo brawlers, interesting. And Alexichek is NMS Hoodless Permadeath. Let's raid Alexichek. Well, Matthew's well, 8 now. Is old. Babylon 5 had a Tron, Crom, and Sark in it. Oh my goodness. Thank you everyone for joining. Yeah, I'm not sure if before next week I'll just settle on one or see if we can find a better one or something. We'll see, because I'm not... This is supposed to be my best one, and we only had one really particularly good roll this week. We might go for that, but it doesn't look as cool as I'd like. It has a satellite. I'm not sure I like that one. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Shadaisy to you all. Let's go raid Mr. Alexi Checkadoodle Dandy. And I'll see you next time. Shadaisy. Thanks, guys.